is down. Suspect is down.
This is one that you're not going to let go. He has to be stopped. He's an immediate danger.
I'm a danger, motherfucker, to everybody. Yeah. What are the children? Fuck the children. No,
that's my mindset. That's my mindset.
Vigoda wanted to know if he could come in. Do you know who Vigoda is?
True love the kids, but I don't know who is. I don't know who is
his name's Vigoda.
It's he.
Yeah, he's a member of the program. Well,
as long as he doesn't flop his penis around, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think he will be into that. He's a much nicer person than that. But welcome to Relentless, y'all. Please give a like in the down there, and subscribe if you're watching this on Internal Sadist or Vedic Ghost or Baron Yam. Thank you very much. But this is Relentless. We got True Sherm here. Tico might show up,
right.
But we're here to stir the pot in a relentless manner.
Yeah,
and talk about various different things. It was crazy, Sherm. Sherm, do sometimes you're kind of like a walking paradox, because you're like, I don't want to start crap with YouTubers, but the masks, the government, I'll start crap with them all day long.
Let me tell you something. I'm not sitting here and tell, like, okay, I'm not sitting here and saying that beef is bad. It's good to some detriment. It's just when it goes too long and it gets repetitive is when it gets annoying. But it's like, if you could find a way to make it work for you and the shit could be entertaining, like, because that's why I will constantly tell you I was wrong, because I should never tell anyone how to do what they do. If that's how you feel, that's what's on your heart, you should get that shit out. I am wrong in that regard. I should never tell anyone to do what. But my thing is like, when does it end? When does it get repetitive? When do we move on to something else? And that was my thing. And then I missed, you see, I do what a lot of people do. Motherfuckers will watch a 2-hour live stream just to see if someone said their name. Did you see my name? Are we talking about Israel, Palestine? We talk about gas crisis. We talk about Biden versus Trump in the wrestling ring. We talking about the toys and food, music and brotherhood and fighting and beefing. And the only thing your monkey ass can concentrate on is who said about you, because you the only thing that's on this planet. Think about that for a second.
That's the point.
You know what I mean? So it's just. I think beef is good, just depending on like how you do it, how quick it is. Is it therapeutic to both parties? You gotta understand, human beings, we're warlike people. One of the first human beings on this planet, the Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, whatever, their skeletons had arrows and spearheads in them and shit. Okay. We are warlike people. In this country alone, in this country's inception, we've had a major war every 20 years. Looks like we're past due, gentlemen. I'm looking at my fake, because who the fuck wears watches nowadays? You have, but it's just the whole thing of like, sometimes I think what social media has done is kind of done one or two things. It's made pussies more bolder. And it's allowed an arena for, okay, whatever beef there is, let's just go ahead and put it there, leave it there, and then move on. It's the motherfuckers who take this shit too seriously and let it go to their head, where it goes on for years and it don't make no money. It don't make no sense. It's just, you hate this motherfucker hates you. Now, the two people I compare to, DSP and Wings of Redemption. I actually like Wings of Redemption, believe it or not. That motherfucker funny. But DSP is a piece of shit. These are two content creators, entirely different styles, but they both have the same thing kind of happening to them, where they have a whole bunch of channels dedicated to watching each and every single fuck up they make. Now, I wouldn't say Wings deserves it, but it is what the fuck it is. He kind of draws the shit to himself. That's why I told Maggot Man, if you want the shit to stop, guess what, motherfucker? Guess what you got to do?
Stop.
Stop it.
Stop.
Last night,
I mean, it's clear he's aiming for perfection on this channel, but it's just very hard to do when you have so many people who are literally watching every mistake that you make, and it's kind of like, a thing that's like too good to be true sometimes when you try
Hi
to.
guys,
hey, how's
Hey,
it going?
Hey, Nagona. What's going on, man?
what's going on?
How you doing?
They'll be making fun of my
What's going?
stove, man.
It's-
That's where I be making my heat, man.
It's
Come
very
on, man.
hard
Come
where I
on.
am now, right now, but it's okay for now.
Oh, man. Where are you from, Mr.
Watching
B?
the situation over there, and
I'm from
with the
Israel.
You from Israel?
Yeah, how's the
Yeah.
situation going over there?
How are
Do you have
you?
anything to report?
How's everything going? How's everything? Is everyone okay?
No, there were some people died from the rockets
Oh,
that
man,
were shot
fuck.
at us, and earlier this day there was a rocket shot in the area that next to the city that I live. Yesterday, I'm now in my mother's house, but yesterday a missile fell in the city of my mother, not far from our home. So also, yeah, it's also the Arabs are rioting here. That the Arabs that support the terrorists are rioting, and many of them got arrested. But still, it's getting crazy. Going to another round in
So
Gaza.
this was a terrorist organization from
What?
Gaza or Palestine, Palestinian.
Bro, first of all, you mean Judea and Samaria. There's no such thing as Palestine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand, seriously. Why the hell every person in the US or outside of my country say Palestine? There is no such place. What? At least you don't call my country Narnia.
I don't know. People think Las Vegas is the capital of America. Sometimes people outside of my country get shit wrong too.
No, but that this place is called Judea and Samaria that place is full of Jewish artifacts. It's full.
Well,
If every
educate
how
us
you call it?
because we want you
What?
here to educate us on the things that us dumb ass Americans don't know.
You
That's
don't.
why
You're
we
not
want
dumb.
you here.
Just nobody's saying you are dumb, bro. No, you're not dumb. Just it's
Whoa,
not a
we're
simple
fucking dumb.
don't know.
Just trust me. We're fucking dumb.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do, my man. But my IQ level ain't nowhere above 102.
Oh, come on.
Maybe. If I push it far enough, it might get up to 105 on a good day.
No.
You're giving me a lot of credit there, dude. Please educate us on everything that's going on. Like, I'm going to mute my mic and I want you to cut
Okay,
loose.
just I want to ask, where are you from, bro?
Sure. Yeah. Totally good.
I'm from California.
California.
From the
Such a
United
lovely day.
States.
Such a lovely day. the Golden State.
Yes. Well, we're trying to make it the
gold
Golden
rush
State again.
you had there. You had there the gold rush.
Yes,
California.
sir. Yes, sir.
Rush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rush. Just
Yeah.
a rush of people.
That's about it.
Yeah.
People.
Not much gold, but there's a lot of people to rush to get it.
Yeah. Anyway, if you heard about the name Eden Abalagil?
No, I'm my name's True Sherm, but I'm being silly today.
No, I'm talking about Eden Balagil, the little boy that got killed by the rockets yesterday.
Dude, that's why I'm asking because I had
5-year-old boy got murdered from the missile that got into his home, and also his mother got a part of the missile, and other people died from the center of the country. Usually now they are there is even a chance that going to be an alert soon, and I will need to go to the safe room, or in my case, to go to a
Yeah.
shelter.
How far is the nearest shelter
It's
from you? I
in
think we
the
already asked that.
first of all, in every modern home there is a safe room that you can go that will protect you from the missile that you can go
Mhm.
to in every modern home here. And in general, you can go to where you have uh, the stairs room where in a building you can go there, and that is could be a safe place. Also, you could go to the basement of the of the building if you are living in a big building with the basement. That's where I am going. We
Basement.
will have an alert. And the last time that
Yeah, we don't.
there
There's
was
not
an alert.
really any basements here in California where we're at.
There are no
We
basements,
Okay.
look.
barely any subways.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
could hide
I
in the
don't.
subway.
Mhm.
If you just need a room with no a room that is deep inside the building,
Mhm.
that is
Yeah,
So
very
you
a lot of
mentioned
California. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, True Sherm.
yeah.
you mentioned this.
Just a second.
They
Ma.
arrested.
Hold on, he's got a. Somebody
It's
came
all
in.
good.
Yo, is we kind of like the game, the card game
Yeah,
Magic,
it's a giant
his
card
card
game.
playing.
That's exactly what it
The
is, Blizzix. The more
shut up,
you play the
Blizzard.
game, the more you win. So play the game. Play the game. No, it's not a game. It's a lifestyle. If you want to, if it's to me, and this is just my philosophy on it. Some other guy might give you a different interpretation of it. But like, say for instance, like you just see through a lot of the societal bullshit. You're kind of like you're about yourself. Like if you're into card games or into, I'm kind of a nerd
I'm back.
myself. What's up?
He's back.
Yeah, I
He's
said
back.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, okay,
Big
okay.
Goat is back.
Yeah, there
Got you,
was
got you.
the I was the people telling me that there was a alarm, but they were mistaken. Every now and last days, every something that sounds like a siren makes everybody jump.
Yeah, I bet, man. That's fucked. So,
Yeah,
what I was gonna ask is, you said they caught most of this group who's behind this. Can you explain where did these guys come from? What are
where's who comes
they're
from?
the people responsible for this attack?
From Gaza, the Hamas. Who, where else?
Jeez.
Yeah, they use they shoot on us missiles, and and then they hide behind women and children, so it's hard to get to them. And also the reason
Yeah.
they, of course, hide behind women and children, so if we accidentally kill the women and children that they hide in under, so then they could show it on TV. Then the reporters will show it in the West. Also, in general, they are usually the Hamas leaders are usually hiding in the hospitals in Gaza or in the schools there.
Yeah, not
They
much different than what
also
I than what, not much different than what people go than what we go through
just a second.
when. No, you can hear me? Not much
Your
Yes.
different
robot
from
in a
what
second. Just start over. Start over. Start over.
I was saying. Not much different than what people, what veterans in Iraq and Afghanistan went through.
Yeah, you can say
Not much
that.
different.
Those the
Hey,
same
Mr.
kind of
Formo.
creeps.
Mr. Foremost said in the comments hashtag Formal Force approve. They took advantage of holy time, shaking my head. And is that true? They would like they bombed during holy time.
Yes. I'll tell you from experience. Yes.
Hmm.
They there are certain groups, right, that we were dealing with when I was in the military that were like,
What did you do in the military?
yes, suicide
Hey, what?
bombers. I
Oh,
can't
Oh,
remember
nice.
his name, but he basically told everyone and half the part of the world to fight these enemies we got to go the distance. So he put them on some kamikaze shit. And there's been a few other radical leaders who have been influencing a lot of groups, a lot of new regimes. That's why the thing is so tricky. There's always a fight for peace in the Middle East, but there's always this insurrection or that one or this new group that's up and coming. And, we're still talking about the old group here in America when there's a brand new damn group that's out there and more deadly and more dangerous than the last one. It's insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's
And
just been
Mr.
such a
Foreman saying it's
consistent
Ramadan
problem.
for goodness sake. Yeah, these people they don't play by the rules. Anyone who's thinking that there's rules to this, they ain't playing by no rules. That's why it's always a new type of I would dare I say
Tell me about it.
Islamic group that comes up and more of the radical side and yeah, very very distasteful to say the least. I feel
They know how to fight us. That's because they know how to fight us. We're
I've
not.
been looking.
We don't want to kill. They know what it is. They fight us on our morals. They use our morals to fight. They use our unwillingness to want to kill women and children to fight. They want to
lack of morals. I mean, we're so abusive with technology. We literally abuse the crap out of technology, and they'll see us do that, and they'll use it to their advantage.
Yep.
What do you think?
Like we gotta watch the news. Like I know so many people who just glued to Fox News. Anything that Fox News says is just gold.
I haven't.
What do you think Biden's next step is
also
going to
use
be?
the media, if you know. For example, like I said, they use as human shields, so they can use them as propaganda, and then they of course do it because they want all the damn liberals in the West to be pissed on us. And in general, it's very hypocritical. For example, you have next to us Syria, you have this crazy bloodbath in the net that going on there in the last decade. What is the West, Europe, in the rest of the West do? Nothing, almost nothing. And when we defend ourselves, then a lot of Islamists and sickos in the West, so-called liberals, are calling us murderers.
Yeah, I like calling them Islamists because it's like, well, why does America get to determine who everybody is? Like label
I'm not
everyone.
talking
Why
about the
can't the rest of
Islamists.
them?
I'm talking about
No,
the
I'm saying that.
liberals.
Well, you might as well call them what you might as well call them what they are.
There's different. There's so many. This thing. That's the tricky part.
If you're telling me that the Islamists within the actual religion of Islam barely or wisely interpret the text or something, I can see the people in America pretty much matching the exact same like ideology. Like they're basically Islamists themselves, if you really think about it.
Well, the thing is that like when you have so much influx from one side or the other, because you got to understand, America created some of these groups. They're not all just this religion or that religion. There's so many groups to keep track of, so many factions. Like some of them are Islamist. Some of the more dangerous ones might be, radical, whatever. But it's like there's so many to defer from, because you got to understand when they start going after people start fighting back and start forming militias against these people. It's kind of like a larger, grander version of what we deal with here in America with Antifa. Innately, what's going to end up happening with any renegade group that's going around setting things on fire and destroying people and livelihoods and things like that.
Really?
Eventually, militias are going to, because if the police are not going to do anything, there's no authority figures. Yeah. So you can only imagine that over in the Middle East has quadrupled. So that's why the military presence has been there, but we've been spending $17 million a day, basically driving ourselves into debt, and not only, getting our troops killed, but getting their people killed. And in the middle of all that, who really suffers in all that? The civilians. The
Yeah,
innocent bystanders.
if I may say, you talked about factions in the Islamic world. Like there's a split between the Sunnis and Shias, Sunnism and Shiism.
There's
That's
always going to
accurate.
be a rift between them.
So those are
Yeah.
the two
that's
groups
it's
of
gonna happen. Yeah.
big groups of Islam that are fighting each other. You can see it, for example, in Yemen. Sunnis and Shiites are fighting there. There are the two sides in Yemen that are killing each other, and similar story in Syria. It's like the conflict between those two parts are like what you had in the 17th century between the Catholics and the Protestants, if you want to compare.
Pretty much 1,000 years of darkness.
Those
I think
guys
that's
are
real.
definitely in darkness.
Sheesh. Yeah. What
Sure.
is our glorious media saying about all this? By the way, who are they siding with? Because this is a tricky, itchy finger for them.
Who is they?
The media, the news
Yeah,
media.
our
The
media.
news media? The news media is dumb.
yeah,
I haven't,
yeah. That much we can agree on.
I haven't watched the news since 2009. Occasionally I catch glimpses of it, but I don't really
Yeah,
watch.
I basically always go back to that one movie, the Nightcrawler, with the Jake Gyllenhaal guy, where
Yeah.
they'll accept anything. They'll really, if Hamas were to send a tape to them in their mailbox like tomorrow morning, they would probably air it on TV the next day, or no, that night. But, it's like they hardly do any like research anymore. It's just
You want me to read you a
whoever
little
can,
bit about
yeah.
the news, the current news? It
It's like
says
I don't want to
Trinidad
submit my
was
news to the same place.
what?
I said I don't want to submit my news to the same place that like a terrorist organization submits their media. Like what that's some form of credibility. If you're like CNN and you accept accept like something from a terrorist organization.
Yeah, but I asked you guys if you want me to read you the news that the current news right now.
Sure.
You want to read?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it says that in the city of Lod, a synagogue was burned, probably by Arabs. And there is a lot of commotion in the city of Lod. It's a mixed city of Jews and Arabs, so there is riots from the Arabs and Jews retaliating. And also, field doctor was hit by the one of the parts of the missiles. Also, by the way, we got already more than 1,000 missiles landing in our country from Gaza. Yeah, so
What kind of those have to be expensive
more than 1,000
like
missiles.
that's a lot of firepower.
It's just the start. That's nothing.
Where did they get all those?
That's exactly I was getting
Where
ready
they
to
get
ask.
all
Where did
those?
all that
They get them
where'd all
from
that money
Iran.
come from?
Iran get those missiles. Iran bring through the Sinai Desert those emissions.
Dude, we're getting ready to go to fucking war, dude. There's no way. I don't see any way around it. America's getting ready to get involved. And if they're not going to go one
Where?
direction, they're definitely going to go after Iran.
Yeah, I don't understand why your president wanted to sign a deal with Iran.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Simple, plain and put, my friend. Or it could be all a part of the plan, but I mean, I trust that Kamala would fuck it up just as badly. So yeah, we're kind of in between a rock and a fuck shit.
You have distance from all those creeps. You have two oceans that as your borders. We don't. We are surrounded by those animals. You can
Yeah,
see
we
them.
talked about that.
Look, for example, at the simple map of the Middle East. Our neighbors doesn't like us, that's for sure. And we don't got a lot of manpower. We don't got a lot of domain. Just a
Jesus fucking
second.
Louise, man.
I'm looking for the picture of the child that was killed. I want to show it to you.
And Mr. Forma, I got my own militia rooftop gorillas.
This
Is
guy.
that he's playing on the rooftop Koreans thing? That whole meme that happened. When was that? Because of the pandemic? Is that what that? Is that when
But that
people
was
started
because of
using
that was because of the riots.
the
Because
riots?
Yeah,
the George
Oh, because of the George.
that was because of the violence between. That was because of the violence that people have been portraying on the Chinese Americans.
Oh yeah,
Well,
another
just
media
Asians in
masterpiece
general.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Asians in general. Like, welcome. This is like 1992 all over again.
This is
So
1984.
what? So what now? So because the black population is declining, the new minority is going to be the Asians. Now
I
they got to
guess
make
so.
us the
Hey.
victims.
I mean, we did it to ourselves. Black. I mean, am I wrong? Sure. Am I wrong?
No. I'm not. I am not disagreeing with you, sir. We absolutely did this shit to ourselves.
And we want to blame everybody else. Now the last blame that that is gonna be if this. I hate to say this. I hate to bring this up, but it needs to be brought up. The last blame is going to be this vaccine when it jacks people up. But for the most part, even in that, we did it to ourselves. You know, we did it to ourselves. We did it to ourselves by selling drugs in our own community. We did it to ourselves by not basically going back and rebuilding our commerce. We did it to ourselves by shaming anybody that gets an education within our community. We did it to ourselves by dating these pieces of trash motherfuckers. Like, we did it to ourselves. We shot our own selves in the foot, and we did a wonderful job doing it.
And it was a problem that was hard to avoid because you removed the black man from the family structure, and where were you going to get? And how are you going to be able to? How are you going to be able to teach these young men how to be men?
Partially, I agree, and I think that another thing is like how you could say black men in general have like what the need to have a family structure is kind of like a weird thing. It seems like that other cultures, no matter what, even if they don't have a family, they find a way to blend in with society. But then it's just like, and it's not really just black American men. It's also like, because I also realize a lot of this behaviors and stuff is. Wynn was telling me about how there was like an Italian community and how close they were with like the black community. So I really think it's like has something to do with. That doesn't have something to do with race. It's like socioeconomic class and stuff like that.
Well, if you look at it, you like look at, and this is my only argument on it, and then I'm gonna just yield the floor to whoever wants it. But my thing is that when I look at the stats of the father in the household, like you look at the Asian Americans who live here in America, fathers in the household, they have the highest volume of income, and then only basically the only ones behind them is the wives. Is that the little boy?
Yeah, that's the little boy. His elder. It's
Jesus Christ.
He died from the rockets. You want to see the name of the creeps that our army killed in Gaza that were behind the rockets? Our army giving help to the Gazan right
we
now.
wouldn't be able to read it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be able to read it.
I can read it to you.
This is coming straight from what source is that picture on? Just curious.
Is in the newspaper.
The newspaper? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Also, this
That's
soldier
sad.
was killed. Is also this soldier is one of the casualties from. For now, he was killed in his jeep. Those creeps shot a missile to his jeep and kill him. A month before he finished the army. Just see
Wow.
what his name.
Like
Yeah, a month is
I'm gonna be.
probably 20.
Let me tell you. I'm gonna give you a little prediction. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna be
Yeah,
caught up in this mess. I already know that. I already know I'm gonna be caught up in a mess. So I'm probably, like I said, I'm gonna be caught up in
Here's the
whatever mess
building
this
of the
was gonna happen.
child.
I'm probably gonna be one of
Here's
the
the
first to
window
go.
that the child got the missile. We'll find a better picture. Just a second. Here is the building. It's the child were living in the road.
Dang, sorry for
That
the connection issues, guys. I'm not
the
sure
rocket.
what's going on. But
Anyway, like you said.
But as I was saying, is like,
What did you say?
yeah, I was well before that, but it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get caught up in a mess. You know, I already know it. I already know what's gonna happen.
Also, a
And
woman in 62, as an old woman in age of 63 was killed from a rocket. He didn't make it to the shelter in time. And a father and his little daughter was also killed. A father and his 52 years old and his daughter 16 years old were killed. I will find a picture of them. Just
and I think that's actually a good relevant thing that, and it reminds me of something that you said, Sherm, when you were like, when will it end, about the beef and stuff, like, or certain beefs, when will it end? It's like, I don't think that certain things are supposed to end. I think they're supposed to like continue. They're going to continue on whether you like it or not. And it's like, it's sad, but so far there's really, that's what the world is pretty much telling me, that some things are just not meant to end. I mean, how do you expect something to end like this? It's
what?
just what?
You
How do you
asked
expect
me
something
this
like this to end?
question?
Oh, well, sure.
We will probably
Yeah.
it's depend. It's not the first time that we have around on Gaza, but it will probably um, will probably hurt their infrastructure, will make them will kill a lot of terrorists, and then we will set into a ceasefire for a few years, and then again. I
yep,
think that the way to solve this problem is to make those people leave. We need to make the transfer them somehow out of Gaza. We need to clean the place or come back to or take full control about to Gaza like we did before. I mean, we will probably in the end will need to take Gaza into our control again, like we had before 2000, we had until 2005.
Mm.
Yeah, in 2005 we gave Gaza to the Arabs to an attempt to make peace with them, coexistence, and that was a fatal mistake. And after got out of Gaza. The Hamas they elected the Hamas. Of course, the Hamas massacred the Fatah, the faction that is rivaling it, also a terrorist faction. And now we got Hamas is ruling Gaza, and the Hamas charter wants to wipe us all out, and steal our land. And just want to put something straight. If we get out of Judea and Samaria, the Hamas will gain power there and rule there. Organization like him, and we will get from those mountainous areas to important economic areas for a start. In general, the
So
mountain area of Judea and Samaria
is it the land? Is it the land that's more of the problem, or is it like
what?
the outside? Is the land the shape of the land the problem, or is it the outside, the diplomacy and all the stuff that when you said they put all the images out, and like
The
is
images
it
that I
public
showed
opinion
you is public opinion. What I'm saying, you ask if what I'm saying now is the public opinion?
is it? Well, I'm saying, is it hard to go in there because of the public opinion, or is it like the shape of the land
You mean
and the
Judea and
mountains?
Samaria or Gaza?
Yeah. Well, is it where they're hiding out? Is that Judea and Samaria, or is it?
Judea and Samaria is the place that you call
Yeah.
Palestine.
Mhm.
It's a mountainous area. There is many mountains there, and we need those mountains in that area, in that geographic area, to protect ourselves. And our country needed to spot airplanes before they get into the populated area in the heart of our economics.
Yeah, it's been
And
a big,
Yeah.
humongous
start.
problem
Also,
for
of course, we have of course. Let's also address something important. Judea and Samaria belong to us, not to them. Judea and Samaria is full in Jewish artifacts, in archaeology. Every archaeology that from here will tell you that Judea and Samaria belong to us. Of course, it was ours in ancient times. So we have a claim to it, unlike them. And that's also. And that's what I got to say about that. You want to ask me other stuff?
Why does that claim just gets ignored because of why? Does the people that are on it right now work with the special interests to like sell them the resources?
What do you mean the Arabs there? The Arabs in there in my view, needed to leave. It's not their land.
Mhm.
Is there clearly a perspective from their side that they think that in a sense that it's their land, or some sense is this more or
They
less of
think they think that every place that there is Muslim is their land. They also think they're French.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a French hotel or whatever, some hotel in Europe. I think it was either that or a different country. They went into a hotel there, and then they told the surrounding area that they're taking control of the hotel, and if they're not giving
And what
passports
you're
and
talking
IDs,
about?
they won't leave. It was a story from the New York Post, I think, or there was a hotel where refugees basically took control of and said that and demanded they get passports and IDs.
In which country?
Was it in France or was it in, hold on, refugees take over hotel? It was
maybe in
over.
Korea?
It was in Europe. Hotel. No, it wasn't. It was in Europe. Hold on, let me
Okay.
see. It was in Greece. I think it was in
Well,
Greece.
they want to colonize Europe. What's new?
Well, you said like wherever wherever Islam is, they say is part of their land.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of different types of tactics. I think there's this thing they do called takia, where they will break.
Yeah, lying to the infidels.
Yeah, they will break their own mandates to fit in. To I'm a buddy good with you. And to be fair, some of them are cool, but there could be obviously a sense of deception because every land they go, they try to take over, just like V said. Also, they my concern is these rape games. I forget what it's called. It's pretty fucking horrific. I was taking a look at some of this stuff a long time ago. We're in Egypt, and it's some brutal shit to say. I forget what it's called. There's a name for it, but I have an ear for some of this.
Love jihad?
What's that?
It's love jihad. The word that you want to use is love jihad?
I don't think that's it. I think there's another name for it, but whatever you guys will refer to it as, we would refer to it as something that's different. They will refer to something that's different, but it's all the same, where it's like they basically brutalize. They do this shit where they feminize the men. So they make it to where if men do anything, they're bad guys, they're villains. But yet the immigrants are apparently just free to roam and do whatever the fuck they want, and there's no consequences, no nothing. And then they get the men out of there either through actual legal process, through bullshit, or through whatever means. The women are there, they have their independence, and then the immigrants come in, and rest is history, I guess. And then there's grooming gangs that's happening in the UK. I've been hearing a lot about that. Dude, this shit, it's pure chaos. They even have it in featured in some of these shows where you'll see them. Warehouses full of young English girls, no older than 14, 15. From the first floor to floor, whatever the building they're in. It's nothing but prostitution. They'll call it converting. See how I'm using the quotations here? Okay?
Yeah.
But it's brothling, it's prostitution, and how anyone can allow this shit to happen in their country. Because in America, I'd probably go to Arkansas, get me a couple of the redneck boys. We drive to wherever the fuck we would suspect that shit's happening, and we kill everyone and put their heads on spikes.
If that
or we just call Tico Trim.
If that was in the other way, or the West were screaming on this. If this was another the other. The other way around. Anyway, I want to show you something. Just a second. I want to at least show you something that will make you at least give you a little bit of smile. And just a second.
So, dang. What's up, Shinobi One? And Mr.
Shinobi, we talking about some deep stuff today, brothers.
Shinobi One. Shinobi One. Q said, I really wish Shinobi One and Sifu and Sherm and Yam would get back together. They were a good group. they were worked well as a team.
Where did he say that?
Q, I think Q said that in one of the comments. One of my last videos. By the way, if you're listening, Q, I appreciate the support.
I also added him as a moderator because I'm not sure if last night.
I don't know if he's a moderator on my channel. I'm actually.
He's a moderator on my other channel. I'm not too sure about this True Sherm channel, but I'm not sure if the fake Q showed up because last night, I don't know if I mentioned, but Shermanation 16 kind of got shitted on, and I was thinking about, okay, who did I piss off? And Mr. Weber.
Oh, I watched the playback of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Weber just mentioned
It has
for
less
brief-
now than what it had when you were airing it. Like less people. Somebody took some off.
Yeah, I just got. Sorry about that. I just got a message over to Qualcomm. Apparently, the trucking association is going to have a driver competition, championship.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, sadly, I won't be able to participate in this one.
DQ because you got Milo. He disqualified.
No, because it's like I don't feel that I'm ready that I'm experienced enough for that. You know
what? No,
it takes. There's some
I
skills.
figured it was something that would physically keep you out of the competition, or maybe you're too far away, brother. If you could get to that damn competition and you can win that damn competition, you better get there and win it.
It's not being held in my state.
Oh,
it's being held in Tennessee. I don't live in Tennessee.
Okay, fair enough.
See, I would.
Have it as a home
base. Wait. What is that? Is that a Sam?
That's a freaking rocket. That's a freaking rocket.
That looks like a Sam, dude. That's a surface to air missile.
Either that or
it's a surface to air missile.
Or it could be surface to surface.
Yeah, it's a ballistic rocket. That might be ballistic.
That's insanity, dude. That's the type of shit you see at the demilitarized zone at Korea, where if you go north enough in South Korea, you'll see a line of just these this equipment, to say the least, aiming north, to say the least. The demilitarized zone, crazy place to be. No one wants to be there. I'll tell you that right now.
That is not. It's called
true, sure. Mr. Forma said. Mr. Forma said that's right. When you washed up, he said that you washed up. When.
Oh.
Can you please explain what this fin is?
I'm washed up.
Yes. What? Please explain what that is.
Yeah,
please,
this fin is called the Iron Dome. That fin, I will show it again.
That's a ballistic. It's a ballistic missile.
It shoots missiles that disable the missiles they shoot in. That flies more than double the speeds that that shoot down their missiles. It was designed for
missile defense system.
It was designed for that stuff.
Like I said, hey, Mr. Forma, yeah, you're not the one. We're not the one with the Class A CDL. Get you a Class A. We'll see who can outdrive who.
That's a challenge. It sounds like.
Get you a Class A, Mr. Forma. We'll see who can outdrive who.
Oh God!
You know what I want to know? I want to
feeding the trolls. I want
to have a cooking competition.
Over here.
I want to have a cooking competition between me versus Win versus Mr. Forma, and I choose to enter my Shermy burgers because I believe my Shermy burgers are number one.
And have it be judged by Gordon Ramsay.
There you go. And he'll probably take one bite of my burger like, oh, you fucking donut. Did you cook it right? What did you put seasoning on a burger? What are you, a fucking donut? Get this shit out of my restaurant. He'll probably just curse at me. That's all he'll do.
I would actually like to see Gordon Ramsay, if you guys could make a challenge video to him make your dishes that you showed on the live stream. Like, he's like, today we're making a Desi pizza made of lamb.
That's all I would.
And then we'll be following it up for a Sherm burger. Sherm burger with a light garlic salt. A little light garlic salting.
Yeah, I got to laugh a little bit because, man, this conversation
standing up on tiptoes
it's been pretty heavy, my man. Like, you know, everything you're showing us, you know, the kids. I'm pretty sure, you know,
I saw in the newspaper that there also there is also a little girl in the age of 3.5, also got hurt from the rockets, and she's on her deathbed in terms of damage.
Mm.
Yeah, so the name of the kid is Eden Abalgil, also, like you asked.
She seems like a fatigue game because they could attack certain types of food routes, try to go after. Like we're dealing with a gas crisis here. Apparently, we had some hackers who hacked our colonial gas line, and then the geniuses in Washington decided to make that international news. So I'm not telling you anything that you don't know, but they apparently, now this is something that I don't know if I should talk about. They paid the fucking group. They paid them $5 million.
Who pay who for what exactly?
Colonial pipeline organization that got hacked apparently paid the hacker group, but I think it's a false dichotomy because now they're searching for the line to find the hackers. Possibly, they
Not a
probably won't
false
find them.
dichotomy. It's not. It's not a false one. It's really what it is. I mean, the anti-air missiles that he just showed
No,
are made by
I'm
the
talking
same
about
company that.
the $5 million that they set up the hacker group to catch them. That is a false
Oh,
dichotomy.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
They set
No,
it up.
no, that Iron Dome, no, that's real because again,
Yeah,
anyone that Israel entangles with is usually going to be followed up with America boots to asses going to war.
I hope.
So if they find out Iran, oh, that's you. Joe Biden is just like he's rubbing his hands like Birdman in the Oval Office, and Kamala Harris is right behind him with a shotgun. Dude, oh
But
my
they don't
god,
want the
our
conflict
planet.
to end either. They don't want the conflict to end
No.
either. They want it to keep going.
Dude, how many wars did Trump avoid? Like you could hate him or love him, but how many wars did he avoid? He avoided a lot of wars, minus what he did to the general from Iran. But that dude apparently was on a war path and needed to be stopped, allegedly. Not entirely full details about that. But if Biden finds out that Iran is involved, that gives him all the excuses to start popping things off. Like they want this to be like a Russia hacking group. They are just, oh my god, they are just. We need war. We must have war.
How am I going to pull this shit off?
Basically.
What? How what?
Say
What'd
it
you
again,
say?
Win.
I'm just trying to figure out how the hell I pull. That I'm having I'm in a tight spot, and there's cars everywhere, parked every
Okay.
which way that ain't supposed to be.
Win, you are always dealing with people that are not supposed to be where they're supposed to be at.
You're damn right I am. It seems that's what it seems. And I can,
He said, "Hey,
Figure
don't shame me." Well, we should have a
Yeah,
variety
so-
of channels.
so
We
this
could
is
have
for
we could have a
moving out
cooking
drive
challenge,
home.
driving challenge, dancing challenge.
I won't
Right.
lose. I will perfect
So,
the
Mr.
Sherm
Formo,
better.
who can outdrive who?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, no one can outwork me in working out at the gym in this damn life. That's for sure. All right. Let's see any of you bench press 405 on a Monday just because. Huh? Who got
Shit,
that?
I gotta work out.
Who got
I gotta
that
work
right
out
there?
my truck. Oh, what the fuck, people?
Ripped. Jacked for no damn reason.
Okay, that would be good. Let's just do that. Let's just have an omelet. Everybody post an omelet video.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to kill
Hashtag.
them, so please don't bench press 405 pounds.
Oh,
I don't
you
want
have
no
your
one-
pec explode like that one guy.
Yeah, dude. Did you see that shit? Was it you who sent that to me? Where his whole fucking all this shit was just Jack, dude. And Larry Wills is like, yeah, this guy couldn't keep up with me. We had to get this guy because his laugh could, it's like 30 pounds of
He's
meat.
like peasant. Yeah,
Dude,
it weighs. It weighs.
He's over in
His laugh is
Dubai
hefty.
right now. I'm thinking about going to Dubai. Dubai is like a giant city of craziness over there.
Do it. Dubai would be fun. I
Have
don't
you
know,
ever been?
might-
Yeah, it sounds
No,
lovely.
but I'm just saying you should like. They don't call it Dubai porta potty for no reason. You know they don't. They don't call it. They didn't make a game
Ube.
Spec Ops. They didn't make Spec Ops the line for no reason. All right, just saying.
Oh,
Not sure.
oh.
Not sure Spec Ops was in Dubai.
Solomon Grundy for 05 on a Monday.
Sure. Solomon Grundy.
Well, to
It's
be
like
fair,
sure, like Mr. Foreman's like I start my day off like the Riddler.
you meathead, musclehead, you couldn't even figure yourself out of a paper bag. Me, Sherm, I smash bag. Shit, I don't know.
Like,
There's a lot of tough guys out there. A lot of big boys out there would get easily get worked on by some of you little skinny vegan guys out there, which are fucking low center of gravity, and you're almost impossible to choke out skinny necks.
easy to feed. Easy to feed though.
Yes, very easy to feed you guys.
Fucking Firebird, I ain't gonna worry about it.
But allow these vegans to get me to carry all the heavy shit though. Oh, absolutely. Hey, I'm kind of having problems getting this bag from this time. You're having problems? Little noodle arms getting that big bag from that top rack? Well, let big old Papa just show you how it's done.
Well, it's like you could. Tico always talks
a
about technique. He always talks about technique, like how
basically
something's
that's
hard to
all
live. It's all it is. And like I was I put on a brace to live at my job, and I was like, you know what? And it's one of my coworkers told me, you don't really need that if you just have good technique, and plus it weakens your muscles.
Yeah. The older you
if
get,
you have it on,
the more your testosterone leaves you. Like, so you even like I see older guys, and I see it from their perspectives, from because some guys might think that I ream on married guys, and I'm like, no, that's not it. I don't like weak motherfuckers. I just don't like weak individuals in general. But it's like I was watching today, like a guy who's just like tired of like banging his hot chick, and that's what you're gonna run into. After a while, you start to learn that you have to become stronger than the body. That we are getting into a day and age where the marriage idea is becoming a lost memory. It's becoming a dead memory, and if we're gonna survive,
Depends where.
Right?
Depends where.
Yeah, it really does depend. It really does. Because
you could define you can
the Western world
as a weak man in your eyes.
Here in the Western society, like I don't want to say weak. I just want to say it's a new kind of lifestyle change that's happening. And because it's not accustomed to what I was raised on, what I was conditioned on, I can't say it's right or wrong or in accordance with whatever you would believe in or whatever I would believe in. So I am not here to judge any person and say that's right, that's wrong, how you're doing it is, or that's promiscuous and that's that. That's between them and their religion or their God or their belief, or maybe they don't believe in anything. Is there drawbacks to it? Yes. I would say there's more drawbacks to it than how things kind of were, but hell, as someone argued to me, how things kind of were was what led up to all this shit. So it's like, what do? You just kind of, I just take the goods with the bads.
Dickheads like punches. This. Dickheads like Wynn. This. Right? Dickheads like this, right here. Dickheads like this.
Blow up Mr. Wynn. Blow up Mr. Wynn.
Dickheads like this, right? You see that black car right there? Dickheads like this.
What is this? What are we
that is the most fucked up place to put a
I'm here. Baron, I'm here with I-11 News. We're looking at... Oh, go ahead and put it back up. Someone is parked right next to the Continee. I'm not sure if that's what it is.
Oh no, I am not complaining about Zuki-chan here. I have no complaints. That's a waifu right there.
I wish we had Duzangs here. He would have some complaints. Apparently, he's against the.
Oh well, did he see my black cat waifu today? Oh, she has some titties.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
be like every other leftist. Like, hey, are you anime phobic right now? You are so afraid. Why are you so afraid of anime girls?
dude, I
Do
love Black
they
Cat. I
hurt
don't
you?
care what no one says about Black Cat. You call me a freak, a nerd, a geek. Dude, Black Cat visually is one of the sexier, animated characters of all time. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay,
What
yeah, you got
character
your
is this?
waifus. She's called Black Cat from Spider-Man.
Ah, that's she's not an
she's
anime character. She's cartoon.
yeah,
It's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
she's definitely very, very, very attractive woman. I would say she's a thief though, and she could whoop any man's ass. So I would
Yeah.
definitely approach very, very slowly when crossing the Black Cat, as they say, because she will bring your ass bad luck. And there's another chick called Domino. Like her literal power is like she's lucky. Like it's crazy how her power works.
She's lucky.
She's lucky. Like seriously, like
And they
someone
call
like there are 3 characters in the Marvel universe that gives Taskmasters real problems. One being Spider-Man, the second being Deadpool, and the third being Domino. Because he could literally fire like 1,000 rocket launchers at her, and she'll just fall in a hole in the ground and land on a crate full of marshmallows. Like,
I love that you use the metaphor thousand rocket launchers.
Oh
Thank you
God
very
damn
much.
it! This guy.
well, I feel like a
This
terrible
guy.
human being. We were just talking about rockets and bombs and booms, and I just bring that up. Yeah, and there goes that. There goes that.
FBI, open up. You can get my channel shut down. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not too lucky. Not
Lucky
too lucky at
Sherm.
all.
America's asked, "Are you feeling lucky, Sherm?" In the comments.
No, not feeling lucky at all. I feel like a dickhead actually.
Well, I'm sure we at the Bear and Yam channel do not support the views of True Sherm. That's True Sherm's bag.
Hey, listen,
But
I'm talking about in
we do take
terms.
responsibility for him telling the joke on the
Hey!
Sherm's
I'm talking about in
Relentless.
terms of a comic book. Okay, it just the Domino finds her way out of situations through means of luck. That's all I'm saying. Sorry about the explosion stuff.
No, she's cool. I would say I kind of like Kitty Pryde from the X-Men. She was pretty cool because she could phase through stuff.
Hell, at one point she was the honorary leader.
It kind of reminds me of Wynn's supposed secret admirer. She can phase.
Wait,
she can basically phase through walls and security.
Who is Wynn's secret admirer?
This needs to happen.
Oh, Wynn, do you want to? This is your chance.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to do some problem solving here. I'm trying not to damage the truck or the dock.
Oh my gosh. But his car, if you damage his car, then it's all right?
Yeah,
you
because
back right into the car.
The last woman who left me, she didn't need magic powers to walk through the wall.
I mean,
she just literally
she just
opened the door and just.
Yo, I'm seeing a lot of negative reviews for that game. Sorry, this is kind of off topic, but the game that I've been playing, Resident Evil, it's like
Village?
Now finally people are starting to talk about what they don't like about it, and it's like a complete 180 from the hype.
I have been getting a complete 180 of what you're talking, like every person. Dude, have you played Resident Evil 8? Have you played Resident Evil 7? Oh my god, True, where are you, man? Where are you at, True? Where are you gonna play Resident Evil 7 on your channel, dude? I've seen your gaming channel. I've seen you. I see what you do. I see what you do. When are you gonna play Resident Evil?
I thought number 7. I think number 7 is just objectively base level. Number 7 is not as good as the Village, but with the DLC, it actually makes it better than Village.
I was thinking about getting 7 and 8. I was thinking about getting 7 and 8 after a while. But like when I do,
I mean, you gotta get it. It's just that the protagonist is so boring, like the entire time, and it doesn't really make it any more exciting. in the second one. So it's just
Hmm.
the story and stuff is all cool. It's still like crazy wild.
Is
Like
it the
they
same
just
guy? Because I haven't
yeah,
played
it's the same
number
guy.
7
It's the
really.
same. You're playing as this. You're playing as one guy throughout the
On
whole
what
thing.
number of Resident Evil you are talking about?
Number 8 now,
The
apparently.
last two that
8?
just came
There
out.
is an
Yeah,
8? Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
8
an
and
8.
7.
Okay,
People
you
are
know,
calling
if
it
you're
not
talking
real
about
Resident Evil.
the zombie movies, you know, the zombie games, you know, there is a movie in the end of this month coming that going to be released called Army of the Dead. That's going to be a very good movie, zombie. I mean, zombie movie.
Isn't
I've
that
never
Dave
heard of that
Batista?
one. Army of the Dead.
Dave, yeah,
No, I've
Army
that's
of
never.
the
Dave.
Dead. It's supposed to be a good movie.
The
Oh
Dave
wow.
Batista is going to be in. He's the new where. What's his name? Bruce Campbell was the guy. Now Dave
It's
Batista
from
is the guy
Zack
now.
Snyder.
Zack
Ooh,
Snyder.
Zack Snyder, the guy who made the Man of Steel movies.
I said,
Yeah, that movie's supposed to be good.
Hey, Zack. You know, I give Zack Snyder his just dues. A lot of people shit on
I'd like to see
Watchmen.
what Mr. Former
Watchmen
thought
was
of
pretty
the
good.
Man of Steel movies.
Man of Steel was all right. It was okay. You get the fuck out of my face with Batman versus Superman. Just erase that movie from my face.
existence.
The only thing that was
Didn't
cool
see it,
about
but okay.
Batman v Superman was the
Yeah, come
Doomsday
on,
fight.
Pagoda. Stop you. Don't even mention that movie. What are you doing?
But the Justice League movie, not the one that was released first, but the Snyder cut. I seen that shit. It's too long, but it's good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Snyder did an all right job, but I think don't try to be like Marvel. Just try to be like Zack Snyder, because what you did with the Watchmen was good. It was just a convoluted story within itself. So I don't know who or what was going to be able to make the Watchmen a understandable story. Like it's complex because it's unlike any of the other superhero movies you've ever got. You talk about
you need the how you talk about dupe because that's where people brought in the political ideology and stuff and kind of said, oh, but did you pay attention to the fact that she was a female, a strong female character? It's like when it was made, it wasn't about that. It was about being meta about the idea of superheroes and being like, all right, it's not a guy flying in the air punching down a building, but it's also not just the firefighter that pulls a cat out of the tree. It's like some weird anti-hero in the mix. And if you don't have that context, if you just go blindly into it, like I don't know, not the AAA gaming. I was going to talk about whatever Hollywood or I think Zack Snyder. He's a decent enough writer, like
that's
Spike
why I
Jones
liked
and like all these
Watchmen.
other. Yeah,
that's why I absolutely love Watchmen because it was different.
Yeah,
the heroes didn't always win. You know
the
what I mean?
sex scene was kind of awkward, but I thought it was it was like getting Stevie and the Owl. I was like, I don't know how I'm about this life.
That sex scene was like,
especially because I was around the age where I watched that with like about parents or somebody else. That was just like, this is very awkward. I wanted to watch like, it's different from being like I'm not wearing hockey pads. Like that's cringe. That's cringe where I can actually sit with my parents and be like, yeah, okay, that's Christian Bale. What are you doing? But that sex scene in The Watchmen was weird. I got weird vibes from that.
Yeah, man.
From that's
also another long movie that's like, but when you put like the important parts together, like that lead up to the final act was excellent. Like they're just 3 or 2 superheroes going to face the impossible odds, and it ended exactly how you thought it would end, poorly, but it ended it ended badly, but it also made sense, and it at the end of the day it was good. But it was like, well, shit, now we got to be like, there's this thing we can't say to people and all that to keep this deity thing going on, to keep people in line. And it just went outside the line. Like this Invincible shit. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to say anything about it, dude. It's so amazing. That's all I can say. Just if you haven't seen anything about Invincible, it's like, to me, the only thing I can say about it is it's like a cross between Spider-Man, Kick-Ass, Superman, and the most violent shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Some Quentin Tarantino shit. I've never
I have
seen
a
anything like
question.
Invincible.
Yeah, I have a question for all of you. About you, if you remember, half a year ago, there was announced that Gal Gadot is going to play a new role of a real historically Wonder Woman, quote unquote, of Cleopatra. She was chosen to play as Cleopatra in a coming movie, somewhere in another 2 or 3 years. And from what I know, there was a big people in the USA were very pissed off about it from the African American community.
This has been a
Why?
thing
I'll break it down.
since I've been a kid. Go ahead, Win. I'm not touching this one. Go ahead.
The thing is that being at the fact that how many of them are stepping up to do the job of Cleopatra? And now get this, that now
Facts.
in the ancient, in those days there were slaves.
Well, you think they're winning the culture war with all this stuff that's going
No,
on?
I'm
All
saying
this
it's like,
logic you're spilling.
logic doesn't win anymore, so I'm just basically going to
doesn't.
lose spectacularly. But
It's a
the thing
pyrrhic
is,
There were
victory.
slaves back then, you say?
there were slaves in the ancient Egyptian. There were slaves for a long time ago,
Yeah,
and
so
if the fact is they're not stepping up. None of them are stepping up to play the role of Cleopatra.
Well, didn't Cleopatra need like a ton of slaves to do it? But she did.
No crap.
So they
But it's like
they are trying to. They're like they're
consorted with
campaigning
Julius
for
Caesar.
slavery right now.
She
But
also
only
she
people
also
they're convincing is the simps.
She also consorted with Julius Caesar.
yeah,
So it's like, so basically she needed somebody to build her empire up, or her empire that she decided to poison away with a hot shot from a pit viper. But the thing is, like, none of them are stepping up to play Cleopatra. But at the same time, they're getting mad at other people.
Well, there's no
You know?
purification. There's no purification in that society with Cleopatra. Like she wasn't like, oh, this is gonna be a utopia. She was like, nah, guys, it's all about me. I'm sorry, you guys are just peasants.
The thing is like,
don't mind.
So there's no feminism right there.
I don't mind tokenism to a degree if it's done right. But if it's just done just to do it, just so we can see what a black Superman looks like. Tokenism is when they take like
black people.
Say for instance, they take like the Superman that we all know, Clark Kent, Kryptonian from Krypton, happened to be raised by the Kansans, Martha and Clark, whatever his name,
rednecks.
Yeah, he was raised by rednecks. Okay, and then he went to Metropolis, and he was a white dude for the most part. He was an American white dude. He adapted the American way and all that. And he
like the thing is funny about Metropolis is that they must like lack Southern hospitality. Like that's the one thing that saved the Metropolis. Is that Clark Kent was raised in a place where they're like, oh, howdy, well, come on in, gotta put yourself a bowl.
Now, tokenism is taking that very same character. Now he didn't land in Kansas; he landed in Central Park, and he's black, and he was taken in by a single mother from Brooklyn.
And he can do rap.
Like raised like Precious.
and he could rap, but he's also the valedictorian. But it's because he's Superman, and then he ends up, because Earth 23, which is the most I don't get me wrong, I love Earth 23 Superman. He's a black dude, but the way he became president has got to be the most crooked bullshit of all time because no other. Am I glitching?
It's
Can I
like
still be heard?
it's like the Clinton administration. Like he was just like going around,
Okay. Yeah,
just
like
back
you're talking about a
slapping
guy
He's supposed to be like Obama in
Hey, what's up, hey?
Yeah,
comic book.
he was a cross between Obama and Muhammad Ali. That's what he was supposed to be. But Superman. You see, that's tokenism, and they're doing it not. It doesn't make any sense. They're just doing it so
screwing up the character, the character.
exactly, precisely. And see now what Warner Brothers is doing is they're just saying, "Oh, we're gonna have a black Superman whether you like it or not. We're gonna ruin a character who's basically been what he is for over like half a century
70
now,
years.
70 years and counting."
Almost a century.
And we're just going to make him black because we want to make some money. Or we want to just see, like, it's ridiculous.
The thing
It's
is,
probably
it's
they
like,
want to stuck onto some community, some community, or because of some minor stuff.
Well, you already had a story called Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is a perfect story if you want to go that racial route because he was literally denied being a superhero because of the color of his skin. If you want to tell a story, an original story that doesn't involve Superman or tokenism, Blue Marvel. He was the first black superhero next to Black Panther.
You also have Spawn.
There you go. Spawn. There was Jonathan Stewart.
Not SpongeBob.
Jonathan Stewart, the Green Lantern. Like you could have a black Green Lantern. Like if it makes sense. Like tokenism in a good way. To me, would be Miles Morales. Miles Morales pisses a lot of people off, but I don't mind young Black Spider-Man.
That hero is cool.
I don't mind.
He doesn't hurt the original character. At least
as long as they don't make him,
movie.
as long as they don't make Spider-Man like a 60-year-old guy, like geriatric guy.
Boom.
Then I really don't mind.
As long as you're not telling me Peter Parker is now a young black kid. Stop with this bullshit.
Stop.
just it's ridiculous. He is not a young black kid. He's a, if anything, sometimes he can be portrayed as a college kid, or sometimes he can be portrayed as a 15-year-old kid. He's been as young as 15, and he's Peter Parker and the Uncle Ben. Like there's certain things you have to tie into. Like if you're gonna do a rehash of Spider-Man, there's certain things you have to tie into to make him Spider-Man. Like the reason why so many people don't like Marvel Spider-Man is because wait a minute, where's Uncle Ben? And Aunt May is all hot and shit and getting hit on by Tony Stark. Like it's like when you change certain characters for whatever reason, political reasons, tokenism, racism, whatever, it devalues that character.
That was Resident Evil. That's like what people are saying about Resident Evil right now.
Really?
Because it's just the protagonist is this no connection to the main series or the older games, and then the mechanics are like survival horror, so they're different than the RE remakes that have come out that were a huge success.
But I like that. I like this. It's like I wanted to play Village and number 7 because I like the first person suspense.
It feels good to shoot the guns, and it feels good to run.
You're not running as fast. You feel more human. It would seem like that's the like unlike Resident Evil 6 where I feel like I'm fucking invincible. I feel like I can kill every even on the hardest level. I can kill every goddamn fucking thing that moves. Even if it comes close to me, I could just kill everything with a knife. Like seriously, I could go through all of Resident Evil 5 with nothing more than a handgun and a knife.
That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm literally trying to beat the game. I'm trying to beat the game. I should just post my achievement horn.
What was that?
Of course it is
that is not realistic. It's maybe fun to be invincible, but sometimes it's also need to be realistic.
Yes.
And that's bring us to like the subject that we had before about the Cleopatra. Even if you want to make some minorities happy, you still need to be accurate, at least for sake of accuracy and
AK,
historically accurate.
you gotta step on some toes. You gotta step on some toes.
You gotta,
Well, that's
you
that's
gotta
what
be
we
like,
did in
give
the
me them
'80s.
Yeah,
toes.
because if you don't want to be accurate, then it will be if you, for example, saw the TV show Spartacus. I saw the first season and parts of the second season, and the first and the second season, especially the first season, looks like some kind. It looks like a porn. They
A porno.
all the second they have somebody, excuse my language, talking about cock and what the hell, and they show some damn porn scene and damn stuff, and
Yeah,
they
and
You,
that's
you
so
that's
actually
what
you
they,
actually
that's the
they
norm.
you actually saw the first season?
the yes, I'm talking about the first season of
Yeah,
Spartacus.
Wayne.
Shit, I didn't see
Also,
that.
they saw the heroic, the people that with Spartacus doesn't
And then you got Game of
supposed
Thrones
to be in
too.
the Rome area. Excuse me, I don't want to be racist, but that's the truth. Also, one of the people that were also leaders in the Spartacus rebellion. One of them supposed to be from Gaul, and he even says it. And he looks like
I think it's funny. I think it was funny
he
because
looks
somebody
like
told me
he's
like,
from Jersey. He looks like the jerseys from South Park.
Like I
You
said,
saw it episode of the Jerseys in South Park?
I
I think
haven't
it's
even
funny how
said it.
somebody told me that I'm not smart enough for Game of Thrones. Like that's what they said. Like
I
you
I
don't
was literally
understand it. And
told.
I
I was
haven't
like,
I
watched it.
wait.
I was
Well,
literally
I
told.
haven't watched an episode of Game of Thrones
I
ever.
didn't watch it either.
Yeah, I
But
never watched
it's like you're not
Spartacus.
smart enough. You're not smart enough to watch it. And I'm like, really? It's like it's just sex scenes
Okay,
and
am I not smart enough, or
and brutal.
am I
Shame,
not
That's
lamb enough, or am I
shame,
not cheap enough to watch it?
shame,
like
There's a
why
difference.
why
There's a
do I
shame.
have to
difference.
be smart?
Hold
Why
on,
do I have
wait.
to be smart to watch
Look
the
here.
sex
Am I
scenes and
not
the
smart
mindless
enough?
violence?
Hey, look. The question is, am I
It's
not
like,
smart
oh,
enough, or
it's
am
the
I not
dialogue scenes.
cheap enough? Am I
It's the
not lamb
dialogue
chopped enough?
scenes. You're not. You don't understand. You don't
Shame,
understand this midget.
shame.
This midget has control over the empire. It's like,
Um,
oh wow, that's
do I
really
not
deep.
do I not understand it?
What?
Or am I not smart enough, or am
It's
I
so
not
meta.
that much of a freaking
Oh
sheep?
meta, dude.
You know,
Shame,
Am-
shame,
He's
right?
he's
Like,
having he's
shame,
having sex with his
shame,
sister. Oh my god, dude, that's so deep.
I
That
mean,
is
shit.
so
Come on,
deep.
that's half the videos
shame.
on the internet. Come on.
That's how
You
the
know what I mean?
videos on the internet. Yeah,
Luke
And plus,
exactly.
Skywalker.
I don't need to pay for a subscription to HBO to watch that. Come on. I
Godo's
don't
over
need
here
to.
shaming. Don't shame my chat, but Godo.
And
They're
the fact
nice
that
Like I
people.
said,
They're
Shame.
nice people.
no, the fact that
They
she
are
became
nice
the
people.
queen
It's
was
like
like
past the
just fucking
$40.
complete madness.
I
But
haven't
like
even watched that.
Luke Skywalker becoming or coming back was like that was dude. First of all, that fan service
Mr. Forma.
to where it's like, and yeah, why are you screaming about it?
Yeah, he's
Let's
like
talk
he's trying to
about
derail.
Luke Skywalker
He's like
retired to
Mr. Forma
Mandalorian.
put stock. Mr. Forma put
Yeah.
stock in like Marvel and DC, so now he's over here caping for Marvel and DC because he like got he got stock.
I
He's
ain't
like,
got no
let's
stock.
talk about
I ain't got no stock.
Mandalorian. Let's talk about Disney.
I like the scene because it was reminiscent to when Darth Vader did it in Rogue One. So it was kind of reminiscent to that scene. And that's the kind of Luke Skywalker that I was expecting walking into episode 7 and or 8. I wasn't expecting this fucking convoluted, contradictory dipshit who like, wait, so then why did you leave us a map to find you if you didn't want to be found? Wait,
Good question.
that just doesn't make any sense. So it's like just there's so many holes. Like when he disappeared at the end of 8, like did his robot arm disappear too? Like, did you not notice, Ben, that you destroyed that blue lightsaber, and there's Luke Skywalker standing before you holding that exact blue lightsaber that was destroyed when you killed Snoke. That should be sending alarm. And Luke Skywalker's looking a little bit. He's looking a little bit more Chuck Norris-y.
Yeah,
Our alarm
How
bells
do you
not
know it's
ringing.
the same blue
He's li-
short?
He's looking like he's washed up. He's looking like he couldn't do the race. He couldn't do the race, man. He's looking like he's
Hey,
like
look,
he's
Mark,
doing, and they had him
Mark
drink the
Hamill's
milk.
just as pissed. Mark Hamill's just as pissed as everybody else.
Dude, he is so. Dude, you should see him like during interviews with him and Ryan Johnson. He's just like this.
Like bitch, please.
Just like he can't believe where he's at. He doesn't want to be
Bitch,
there. He hates Ryan Johnson. Ruin. My God, dude, he has separated more fans than Jennifer Lopez. Never mind. I don't want to go there.
Hey, look, I got something to say about
A-Rod
DC. Look. So y'all, those of y'all DC, Marvel, and freaking Disney fans, screw DC. And before Stan Lee died, I mean, after Stan Lee died, screw Marvel and screw Disney. Stan Lee was still alive. Okay, we're
Tell
cool.
us how you really
He's been
feel.
screwed.
Hey.
Screw them all. Screw DC. Screw Marvel. The Marvel we have nowadays, and screw Disney.
Well, it's like okay, so this is what's messed up. Is like Nickelodeon, you have creepy people with creepy, fetishes
Screw them
creating videos. Then you
Screw them
like
too.
Disney,
You know what?
have
While we're at it,
the grooming.
Screw Cartoon
And
Network.
then now with
Nickelodeon.
Marvel and the movies, it's like Me Too is like they're like responsible for all these
guess
terrible
what?
things. Like
Guess what? That's why. Why do you think the Japanese animation freaking industry is taking off? Because y'all suck. Y'all
so
suck.
that's what I was just getting ready to say. Like the Resident Evil is like it's refreshing. Even though Resident Evil might not be good as what people want, like hardcore fans want it to be, it's still refreshing. It's still refreshing from like the kind of drama that we have going on over here.
I'd rather play a Japanese tatami drum fucking game if push come to shove.
I'd rather watch old episodes of Dragon Ball Z than any of this bullshit that they're releasing in the Like I go to the comic book store, I see what you look. I would have no problem with SJWs and all that stuff if you guys could just come together and write an actual good fucking story without interjecting just like large amounts of politics and bullshit and how you should live. And no one wants to read comic books for that.
I would have no problem with SJWs if they were on the fucking ground.
I have a question to the guy with the headphones. What's your name?
Yes. True.
Okay, true. What do you think about the superhero that from South Park that is the C word?
What?
Is it?
The Coon.
Yeah, the Coon.
Oh, yeah, the Coon. Yeah.
What do you think about him?
I don't. He's kind of a meta superhero. Like I don't know. Does he even have any powers?
He's like the power to be a moron.
It's Cartman being a dick. That's all that is. He's just Cartman being a giant dick, and I think
he's not. It's not really racist. I don't think it's like.
I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Like what?
It's a white guy. It's a white guy who's like a raccoon superhero. Like it's not.
It's me, the Coon, and he's always acting Batman-y, but he's like,
they definitely took the inspiration from the movie Batman, the Night. The one with the Joker blow the hospital.
Yeah,
he started talking different. Hey, we got to go back. We got to go back. Why the fuck are you talking like that, fat ass? Just talk normal.
Because that's like the superheroes of today. The superheroes of today are like everybody who thinks that they're Captain Save-A-Ho has this like weird vigilante monologue in the back of their head. Like, there's like, I went to Frank Castle's house, planning on issuing retribution with my pistol loaded. I decided that to spare his life, so I let some bullets go off into the ceiling. And it's just like,
man,
you're like, dude, I get.
These motherfuckers sound like a fat man. Batman trying to run 30 feet to the goddamn McDonald's from outside their house. Come on.
It's like,
If I
how do
wanna-
you
if I
think?
wanna
How do
listen
you
to a
think Bruce
Batman
Wayne
speak-
got so rich? Because he clipped those coupons and went to McDonald's for lunch, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Man, Bruce Wayne should
Man,
be much
fucking got that
bigger.
waking app on the Sunday. They all sound like they're got waking apnea. They're snoring while they're awake.
He's a huge flying mammal. That's pretty much That's Batman in a nutshell.
He is a huge flying flop.
If you like, he
You
goes
just
out,
call him pterodactyl, dude.
like
Pterodactyl guy.
year one Batman used to get his ass kicked all the
That's what I want to see more.
time,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like he's entitled. He's
He
an
was
entitled
human.
millennial.
like unlike year 10 Batman, who used to fucking brutalize people and fucking brand them so they could get raped in prison. Like, way to
He's
go,
an
Bruce.
entitled.
Jesus Christ, what happened to you, buddy? I remember you wanted to
He'd
save
be
the
like-
city.
He's like a millennial that grew up back in the day. Like,
Well, he never processed his parents' death. Like, that's why he treats the Justice League like shit. Like he
he's like, I'll kill all of you.
yeah, basically he has a
Murder all
contingency
of
plan.
you.
Like even the Flash is like sitting like, what the fuck, Bruce? Like, dude, like we
This
trust
guy's
you.
from what? This guy's from Mars, and he trusts us wholeheartedly. He like gave us the password to his Facebook account. And Bruce Wayne grew up in the city, and he's just like, I have a plan. If any of you guys cross me, I will
If
cut
any of
you
you
down,
cross me.
Superman. With
For the-
if anybody prevents me from getting the Dunkin' Donuts, I have
No,
a
and
plan.
I mean it. Like, he literally has figured out a way to, like, for the Flash, he figured that, okay, well, you're moving fast toward me. All I have to do is stab one of your feet at the right time, and you can no longer move, because in order for you to move fast, you have to stay to the ground. Or I can use anti-gravity device, and then that.
Have you heard of Trey Rags, the YouTuber? He does like the TikToks where he starts a fight, but it'd be funny, like Batman would see somebody come up and be like, Flash, why are you moving so fast, Flash? What you trying to do? You trying to make a move? Why are you moving so fast? You know I got a plan.
What you doing? What you doing, Flash? What you
doing
doing,
there?
man? What you doing? Freeze time, baby.
You got past the $40.
Oh
past
shit!
$40?
I think V just he just did the Shadow Clone jujitsu.
Yeah, this is past the 40 damn.
Oh shit! I thought that was V. Ah,
No,
My name is not
Pastor,
Ruth
you have-
Vigoda.
Pastor, can you text official
Or my
and tell him
nickname to say.
to come on through?
well,
Yeah,
actually,
text-
I'm gonna be taking
text
off
the-
in
text
6 minutes.
official-
But if you
text
are you
official
gonna keep
what?
going? Yeah,
Oh, you have to go?
yeah. I gotta go in like 6 because I gotta go get this crazy kid so you can jump.
Oh
in
yeah,
my
you got to
head
pick up
and-
the kid. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
that's
gotta pick him
fine.
from School.
No, I was making a joke. No, Sphere. I was like, if you want to bring, if you had official, or America said,
Where
where's
is
official,
official at? Yeah, where is official
Yeah.
at? I miss you, official. Come back to me.
Dude, and
Come
I've been so
back to me.
I've been out of the platinum. I want to know what's going on in the platinum sphere because I've been absent from there. I've been too
Okay,
busy.
excuse me. What is the platinum sphere? That sounds fancy.
Oh man. Oh, it is
Hey,
fancy,
y'all.
dude. Trust me. It's the
I've
platinum
been practicing my Mr. Smithers voice just for you, Sleepy when wet. Come, Smithers. We must go to the Mountain of Doom so we could take out these foolish Springborians. I don't think that's what they're called, Mr. Burns. I don't think that's what they're called at all. Yeah,
game. Oh my
Springborians,
gosh.
Ohioans, whatever they are called. I want to kill them. Boost my pro. I'm actually it's a cross between Mr. Burns and Stewie. I can't get it. You know, Stewie and Mr. Burns is mixed up in there somewhere in the evil. So I'm still working on it, still perfecting it. But I think I got Smithers' voice pretty down packed. I mean, it's not hard to do Smithers. Not hard to do Smithers at all, Mr. Burns. Just don't kill me. Don't kill my family either. What family? You have no family. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry for reminding me. That's right. That's right, ladies. Lock up your daughters. Smithers is on the loose. What are you going to do this week, Smithers? Going to kidnap some young girl out there? Is that what you're going to do? Huh? Yeah.
It is such a peaceful night here. It's such
Hey,
a
is that
calm
some sort of I'm not making him laugh joke? Is that what the fuck you're trying to say to me? Huh, Sleepy
It's a
Wet?
beautiful peaceful,
motherfucker.
calm
Is that what you're trying to
night.
say to me? Huh?
You know what? Go ahead and
I'm
make all the videos you want. Go ahead and make all the videos you want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me slipping away. Go ahead. You know what? Because I'm just enjoying. It's just actually a quiet, beautiful, peaceful night. I can hear the raindrops. I can hear the fire engine. That's a fire engine. That's an ambulance. I can tell. I've had them come to my house a lot.
Yeah, well, I got one thing that you don't have, Slippery. Yeah, what you think about them, baby? Woo! What you think about that? What you think about that, Slippery when wet? Mm-hmm. Look at the symmetrics.
A muscle.
You can tell
Listen
it's all
here,
natural.
boy.
All natural right there. Look at that shoulder. Look at these traps right here. Oh my God! Get in that gym with me. I'll tear you.
Yeah,
to pieces.
see, Mr. Forma wants advice on that. See, I can help you. Just come to my
listen here.
paywall. We do beef consultation. You pay $100, we can get you your beef. You do 1 million subs.
Yeah, get you the cow. We got
Your
a couple
first
cows
step.
for you.
But no, that's the thing. It's the first step. We're not gonna teach you we're not gonna get you to 1 million subs. We're just gonna tell you how to get to 1 million subs, but we're not, we're just gonna we believe in tell over show. Tell
What
over
happened,
show.
what happened
That's
to the
our-
channel? The apology
our
channel.
philosophy. The apology channel. Oh yeah, I gotta make those. I gotta make that. Yeah, what? I gotta do a public because I'm gonna show my face on that channel, but I'm gonna be dressed up as everybody and apologize as them. So it's gonna be like everybody's gonna need to tune in for the apology because
You damn right,
Yeah,
Sherm's guns are no joke. I gotta wake up in the morning with a bulletproof
never-
vest around.
you can never apologize
my
too
chest.
much. Is what I'm trying to say.
Shit. Damn right.
If you want
I
to apologize 10, 15, 20 times, go ahead. That's how you live get it how you live. Is that they say put good in, get good out. That's the code. That's the code of the manosphere.
That's
Put good in.
it is.
To what that one guy said in the comments, he was like, "Is MGTOW whatever, blah blah blah." No, listen, it's put good in, get good out. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe, please.
But we're gonna let Sherm get out of here because
if you guys want to continue after I leave, that is perfectly fine.
We got something.
We had plans.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we
okay.
made plans.
Are you guys doing the trolling trolls today?
I got a contingency plan on my way to Jack in the Box. I developed a contingency plan to get back at.
Oh shit!
Person.
Y'all sound like y'all creeping. Y'all creeping on somebody, huh?
I'm here. I went to the sushi department. Me and my friend Garage Autonomous.
No. Damn, you're supposed to say like this.
Say I'm Batman.
You see-
That would be more appropriate.
You see, V,
No,
we are the goofiest Americans ever, dude. We're like weird. And yeah, that is the word of the day. That is the line of the day. They're Slippery. Good positivity. I would like to leave on a positive note. Put in life, our whatever you put in, that's what you're supposed to get out. Okay, you get out what you put in. So if you work hard, expect hard. Hard results. Expect good
And
rewards.
hopefully, if you're a SJW, they're a merry band of utopians come into your job, whatever your job is, your comic book job, and they free you from the proletariat.
I want you
That's
SJWs to do better, which is why I kind of like you tell people that to do better, but you guys need a fucking mirror. You guys need a big giant mirror in front of you. But I'd like to thank everyone who showed up to this True Sherm Relentless. Hopefully next week I'll have more time because my grandmother of my son has been sick because she took this is allegedly she might have taken the vax and she got sick from it, and that does happen, but it's very concerning, so we're kind of watching it. So I'd like to thank everyone who showed up. V, I'd like to thank you very much for
also
giving
the vaccine.
Yeah, Vigo is always welcome on here.
Strawberry cake.
Everybody here too.
Yeah, man. I was going to ask a question about shotguns. Well, Q. Oh, by the way, I got to make Q a mod on the channel. But sorry, I'll go ahead and do your outro finish.
Oh no, I was just gonna say thank you for everyone who showed up. Thank you for the panel for even having a live stream in my name. I appreciate this, dude. It's an honor. But I sense that Churling Troge might be around the corner. Some contingency plan is getting ready to unfold on someone. So I'm getting ready to get the hell out of this nuclear explosion that's getting ready to drop. So Q just showed up. Americus, thank you, No Sweetheart and V. You guys are awesome. You guys have a blessed day. I am True Sherm. This is True Sherm's Relentless, and I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.
Yeah, this is MGTOW to win, Mr. Former. Did you finally change? Did you change that smoke detector battery yet? Try to call me up here. Call me washed up. As I said, get yourself a Class A. We'll see who can outdrive who. Shoot, I drive across the country. I ain't washed up. I did what
That's life though. Life is tough.
Okay, you asked me what kind of guy I like. I like nice guys. I like someone who's really sweet to me, who I can have a nice. I would love a nice best friend for life.
Yeah, lovely meeting you. Yeah.
Guys,
Bye, Felicia.
that's supposed to be
That
Beyonce.
was classic
That's not
strawberry.
Beyonce. That's not Beyonce. No. Oh yeah, see, he changed it. He changed it.
Oh, he changed it.
Birthday
Don't
surprise.
forget your IFTA taxes. Don't forget your IFTA tags.
Wedding cake.
Whatever. Win. Go ahead. Finish the outro.
This is MGTOW to win. If I come across a championship in my state, I'll show you how washed up I am.
This guy.
I don't know.
All right. Yeah, Vigoda, you can go ahead and then pass the podium down.
Go ahead for what?
Oh, if you want anything you want to say at the end of the live stream, to do an outro.
What, we are finishing the live stream?
Yeah, we'll finish the live stream. We'll be on though later.
Okay.
If you want to come back on.
Well, I wanted to say all thank you, and I hope.
My bad. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to play that.
I want to say that I thank you everyone for letting me be in this broadcast, and I hope every one of us will be safe, and that I will have a good sleep, and that I will not need to run with my underwear to a shelter this night.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, stay
that's
safe.
my
Stay
reality,
safe.
buddy.
Thank you for stopping by. And No Sweetheart, what was that in the box? What's in the box?
Some cupcakes.
Care to share?
Some cupcake.
Well, maybe we'll see it in one of your next videos.
Yeah,
I got a strawberry shortcake, a wedding cake, which I'm not never getting married again. That's the first thing I ever get to a wedding cake. And
Nice.
that's about it, man.
Hey, where'd you get that from?
About it.
Hey, where'd you get that from?
There's a cupcake place down the street from my house, and that's the only sweet. That's the only sweet thing that I actually think is consistent. Is the cupcakes.
Shit, I'm looking for something to eat around here. Shit, I'm hungry as fuck.
All right. That was the True Sherm's Relentless.
Oh.
Y'all be blessed. Stay well. Have a best day. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, we're out. Peace out, guys. Oh, be good to yourselves. Treat yourselves well. Treat yourselves like milk. Do nothing but spoil yourselves. And Tico should be here to say that, but he was too busy. But yeah, go ahead and have fun, everybody. Oh, I gotta play this video.
Cold tea. Drag her, slay her, sipping on that true tea, hunty. Gag.
I know.
Peace out.
It's crazy.
We'll talk later. We'll see you guys.
is down. Suspect is down.
This is one that you're not going to let go. He has to be stopped. He's an immediate danger.